What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Alatorre. Join the family, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. All are welcome here on my channel as long as you promise to always keep it positive. Positive vibes only, guys. So for today's look, I thought I would replicate what the Kylie Jenner RIP Snapchat, what the Kylie Jenner Instagram filter does for your face, but with makeup. If for whatever reason you don't have Instagram, you're not familiar with this filter, I will put up a clip of me using the filter without any makeup on. It just does something to your face that makes you feel so beautiful. It makes you look airbrushed, almost like too airbrushed, like it's a little too airbrushed, to be honest. Glowy, highlighted. It gives you a really subtle cat eye and lashes. You can even choose a lip color, which I never go for because that looks too unnatural. Because, you know, the filter looks so natural without it. I don't know where I'm going with this. For example, if I've been wearing my makeup all day and it's looking a little blotchy, or I have something going on with my skin, but I still want to go on Instagram and talk to you guys, if you throw that filter on, it just makes you look better. I do, however, appreciate the fact that Instagram now tells you when someone's using a filter, because before that feature where it would pop up on the top, I would get so many DMs from people saying like, what foundation are you wearing? Like, what's this makeup? It looks so good. And I'm like, it's a filter. So I do appreciate that Instagram does that. I'm really gonna go into detail and focus on how to create a full coverage that still feels light and looks flawless and airbrushed, create a really glowy skin. Also focus on this subtle cat eye that actually doesn't require a liquid liner or any kind of liner. It's just done with shadows, so I feel like you guys are gonna love it because it's gonna be super easy to recreate. Funny thing is, I'm actually not using any Kylie Cosmetics products. No sé, I don't own any, but I am using this beautiful new Naked Reloaded palette in case you guys have been curious about it. It has the colors in here that were perfect for this look, so I decided to toss it in. I just love what they did with it, giving it a little upgrade. It's nice and cushiony, like a soft pillow. If you guys like what you see, just keep on watching. So I do plan on wearing this makeup all day long. I might come back later at the end of the day. Not in this video, but in a separate video, and show you guys how to properly touch up your makeup. So I'm gonna really wear in this makeup. So to prep my skin, I'm gonna be using the Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. It has a really nice texture. It leaves the skin really soft, and it is SPF 40, which is really important for daytime wear. I hope you guys are keeping up with your SPF. I'm on top of you guys. You better have your sunscreen stations at the front of your door. You better apply your SPF before you do your makeup. And this is like a great prime and sunscreen, or protect and prime product. You'll just notice it leaves your skin like really silky soft. Now for foundation, I'm gonna be doing two different steps. I'm gonna start by creating a really nice even base using the Dior Backstage foundation. This is pretty equivalent to MAC Face and Body. I feel like it has a little more coverage and more of a natural finish, whereas Face and Body leaves you very wet looking. So this is step one of the face base. I'm gonna use it in small amounts, applying it or putting it on my fingertip and then working it into the skin. It's very, very similar to Face and Body, you'll see. It just doesn't look so wet on the skin afterwards. But it's very, very lightweight, which is what I want because I'm gonna layer on a foundation powder over top of this to create that airbrush effect. And this is shade 2WO, by the way. It matches really well right now that I've lost all my color from my travels towards the end of last year. I'm also gonna use this on the eyelid because I feel like it has a really good staying power. It's nice and light, so it'll work as an eyeshadow base as well. And once I've covered the entire face with the foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Ofra Perfecting Puff and make sure everything is really nice and blended out. I have a little blemish that is hanging on for dear life. It doesn't want to surrender, but I feel like once I highlight the center of the face, it'll go away. But just in case, I pulled out my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage if I need a little more coverage afterwards. So next, I'm going to highlight the center of the face. I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer in shade number 6. I almost said number 9 because I was looking at it upside down. And I'm gonna use this underneath the eyes, and I feel like it doesn't really give me too much of a highlight. I feel like it just kind of covers the under eyes. Let's see what we get. A little bit of a highlight. So I am going to apply it under the eyes and then drag whatever is left over onto the center of the face for a little more coverage. I really love this concealer, by the way. I feel like it's really crease proof, and it is, I feel like it is full coverage, but still looks really natural. Maybe a little more right here. Just a little more. And then to set that, just the highlighting concealer, or the concealer that I used to highlight down the center of the face, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And then for everywhere else, I'm going to use that or a foundation powder to add more coverage and look airbrushed. I'm using the translucent because I don't want to change the color of the highlighted skin, because the foundation powder will change that and take away the highlight. To create that airbrush finish, I'm going to be using the BareMinerals Original Loose Foundation Powder. This powder makes your skin look airbrushed. And what's crazy is that it's a powder, but it almost looks better than some of my liquid foundations, and then layered over top of a foundation, it's the most epically flawless finish you'll ever see. So I'm going to take a small kabuki brush. This one is by NARS. It's incredibly soft. You want something that's really, really soft to the touch so it doesn't disrupt the foundation underneath. I'm going to pick up the powder. I'm using the shade Golden Medium. Really swirl it into that kabuki brush and tap off the excess, and then I'm going to swirl it onto the skin like so. So not going onto the areas that I highlighted, but just kind of feathering it in that area. And you can see it just creates this airbrush effect. It's so beautiful. And I do have another video coming up, or maybe it's already gone up, on me using the powder alone with just spot concealing and using it as my foundation. I know a lot of you have been wanting a strictly just foundation powder routine. That video is sponsored by BareMinerals. Just want to give you guys that heads up. I'm actually gonna hit the whole chin, even though I highlighted the chin a bit. And then around the forehead. And you can even run this over the eyelids. It's gonna help blend out the eyeshadow and kind of set the foundation on there. Now I'm gonna go in with another foundation powder, not on purpose, but I've been loving the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Fusion Powder. For bronzer, I've been using shade 6.5. And because it is also a foundation powder, it's also gonna add a little more coverage. So I'm gonna use my double-ended Hourglass brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up. You can use a normal bronzer for this. You don't have to use a foundation powder. I just happen to really love this foundation powder as bronzer. And then I'm gonna switch over to a smaller brush and also run this along the sides of the nose. If not, the whole center of the face looks highlighted, and then you can't separate your nose from the highlighted part of the face. If I'm gonna be wearing my makeup all day long, I'll keep using all-nighter setting spray. If not, if I just want it to look fresh and dewy, I use a hydrating facial mist. I do have another video. It's either already gone up or going up soon. My schedule's all over the place because I'm pre-filming a lot for March. I'm going over the difference between the two type of facial sprays and when you would use it for what occasion. But today I'm gonna stick with just a setting powder because it's full coverage, it's a lot of product, and I want it to stay on the skin and not move. So I'm using All Nighter. This is a little travel size edition. I'm gonna go ahead and spray myself with this. I feel like drinking the smoothie is probably a bad idea because there's chocolate chunks in here and they're gonna end up in my teeth. I'm gonna highlight next, and creating a glow gives you more of that airbrushed effect. So I want to add a highlight to the high points of the face, also the apples of the cheeks. So I gravitated towards this NARS Exposed Cheek Palette. I'm pretty sure it's new. I think it's part of their spring collection. But look at that. Oh, I love them so much. They're not glittery. They're not too intense. It's almost like a very nice satiny looking shine. So I'm going to go in with this one first as a highlight, and then I'm going to move on to the eyes. But I always like to highlight first so that way it can go on the brow bone a bit. Ooh, that is so... This is my first time using this palette. Wow. And this brush is a Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion Brush 134. Oh, wow. This palette is so nice. I feel like I would use all the colors in here. It's not like me to use new product in a video because... Or for the first time in a video because I get nervous that I won't end up liking it. And I've already, you know, been filming for a good amount of time. But this is not disappointing whatsoever. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna zoom you guys on in for brows and the eyes to create that really subtle cat eye. I love when I throw on the macro lens and you guys can see my skin up close. Do you see this? This skin looks unreal. I should have shaved my sideburns. I should learn to always shave my face before filming, but a girl always forgets. I'm gonna fill in my brows using the NARS Brow Perfector in the shade Naïa. It's like a nice cool toned. Is it cool toned? Medium brown cool, yes. I'm going to mainly fill in the upper portion of the brow to keep the brows feathery underneath. So basically, I'm gonna focus on defining the arch and keeping the product minimal so that the brows look light and feathery. And then I'm gonna wait to add a clear brow gel afterwards, because if not, I find that I always get a ton of product in it like eyeshadow and it's hard to brush out. So let me fill in my other brow and then we'll move on to the eyes. I thought the new Naked Reloaded palette would be so fitting for today's look because it has all these really pretty shades in here that are great for everyday wear and will just kind of enhance your look. So I'm going to pop Reputation onto the lid with my fingertips. So I'm just picking it up with my finger. And I'm just gonna tap this onto the lid to create a nice sheen on the eyelid. And then I'm gonna take a Smith 247 brush and I'm going to apply Bucked over here. So I always start by building the color out here and then I start to blend it into the crease, and it's gonna blend this shimmery eyeshadow out as well with it. So start winging the eyeshadow out in this direction towards the hairline, and then also connect it to the lower lash line. And then with a Smith 232, a clean one, I'm just gonna really diffuse out this edge so it looks really, really soft. And for an inner corner highlight, I'm gonna use that same highlight on my face on the inner corner from the NARS Cheek Palette. Now for that baby wing, we're gonna create it just with eyeshadow to keep it really soft, almost kind of just mimicking a cat eye, not like a super defined cat eye with a black winged liner. So I'm gonna take Endgame, the darkest brown in this palette, and an angled eyeshadow or an angled brush. This is an LH333 brush. So I kind of just follow the direction of the shadow, just start building it right out here. This is, by the way, a really great technique if you struggle with winged liner. Outline it first with a brown shadow and then go in with your actual liquid liner, and it's so much easier. So kind of find the outer edge of your eye right here and create that little bit of a flick. And you don't want to bring it all the way in, just run it really closely along the lash line, stopping about right here. And then you can also add a little bit to the lower lash line just to connect that eyeshadow, so just right here. And again, don't bring it all the way in. That's gonna further define that little cat eye. I'm gonna take this small Real Techniques shading brush, eyeshadow shading brush, and make this look really soft. Mainly right here, don't blend out the edge too much, just a little bit, but you wanna keep that little wing going. And then I'm gonna tight line with my favorite Dose of Colors eyeliner at the moment, Loyal, which is like a really deep espresso brown. You want a color like that. Don't do black, it'll just look a little too intense and it'll take away from the softness of this look. Just go ahead and tight line, and I'm gonna keep it mainly, again, out here. I'm not bringing the liner all the way in on the waterline. Now, another key to this cat eye is false lashes, and I like to do individuals because it allows me to really customize the lash, and strip lashes just really irritate my eyes. So I absolutely love these Ardell wispies, and I'm actually a lot faster at applying individuals than I am a full strip lash, believe it or not. So I'm gonna show you guys how I would do this. So there's a little empty pocket right here. That's where I'm going to dispense a little of my Duo glue, the black one. Always do black with individual lashes because it'll just blend right in with the rest of your natural lashes. Okay, so in this pocket, I put a little bit of the glue. You're gonna give it a chance to get somewhat tacky, and then you're gonna start plucking the individual lashes from this container. So I have my tweezers, and the way you pull them is you literally just grab them as close to the base as possible, like this. Give them a little tug. And then you dip the very end into the glue. Now, this is really hard for me to do on camera facing this way. I'll have to do another video on this. And I also like the knot-free, the ones without the knots. See how it says knot-free naturals? So there's no ball at the end, so it's gonna make them look a little more natural. So now, I'm just gonna go ahead and start laying them onto my real lashes. So you just drop them right there and that's it. Super easy. Like I said, for me, this is a lot faster once you get the hang of it. It's so, so easy. You just lay them down flat along the lash line and start building your own custom lash. So I'm gonna keep a majority of the lashes out here for that cat eye effect. I'm not gonna go all the way in. And these are not reusable, by the way. I wash them off in the sink and they go bye-bye. So I'm gonna stop right about there. And you can see if I look down, you can see all the lashes I added. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then we're gonna let them dry and then do mascara and clear brow gel and then finish the rest of this look. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some clear brow gel first, the usual Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Wow, I've like really used this one to fluff up these brows. So I like to brush them up. And if you have this product, I use the side with the longer bristles, not the shorter ones. And for my mascara, I'm using Lancome's Monsieur Big and L'Oreal Voluminous Brown Black on my lower lashes. So as you're applying the mascara as well, kind of brush the lashes out in this direction to create that cat eye effect. Even when you're doing this inner part, brush them or add the mascara and then pull them off to the side. Kind of like a sweeping motion. See how it's angling them in that direction? And the great thing about Duo eyelash glue, the black one, is that you know it's dry when it goes completely black, because if not, it looks like a gray color. So wait till it goes completely black and then you can go in with your mascara, because if not, if it's still wet, you'll pull off your individual lashes when applying mascara. It is time to finish off this look. Continuing with the glow, I'm gonna go back into the Exposed Cheek Palette by NARS. Seriously, this is like love at first sight. I'm just loving the colors and the finish. I mean, wow. I'm gonna pick up this color right here in the middle. I feel like it's really subtle and it'll give me like the perfect pop on the cheeks. I'm gonna use the same blush brush that I'm gonna use to apply the blush. So this is a Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. I'm gonna pick up this color. Even though it looks a little more peachy and the blush I'm going in with is pink, I think it'll work out. We'll see. So I'm gonna sweep it very lightly. So like when you smile right where it hits the tops of the cheeks. Right there. This other color next to it would actually be really pretty too. I feel like it looks dark, almost like a bronzer on camera, but it is a pink color. I'm just gonna sweep it there. And then for my blush, I'm gonna be using this BareMinerals Gen Nude blush in the shade Pretty in Pink. I love these blushes because I feel like they go on really soft and pretty. They are matte, but with that added shimmer, I feel like it's gonna be like the perfect combo. I'm gonna go ahead and lightly dust down the face one more time with the Hourglass powder, just to tone down the shine, and then I'm gonna add the lip. And whenever I lightly dust the face, I love this Sephora Pro Featherweight Blending Brush, number 93. It literally feels like a feather hitting your face. It's so light. It gives you just the right amount of powder when you're just trying to tone down the shine. For the lip, I'm gonna be using this Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. These are so good. They just sent over a package that looks like a Crayola box. Let me actually show it to you guys. It's really cute. I love these and I've been meaning to get a bunch more, and then they sent this over and I'm so thankful because I love that they're affordable and you can honestly wear these as a full-blown lip color. They're so creamy, probably really affordable because it's Colourpop. Normally I would use Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Stark Naked. That is my go-to, but just to give you guys another option today, I'm gonna use the Colourpop pencil and then Urban Decay's Hi-Fi Shine Gloss in the shade Feel. It is my absolute favorite. I wear this lip combo every single day. Every single day. I always like to round out my lips more, so especially right here, underneath. But always keep the edge the same. Always have your lip meet where it naturally meets right here. Don't ever over outline this, it looks weird. Wow, I forgot how good these lip liners are. I mean, they're essentially the Kylie lip liners, right? Same manufacturer. Kylie Lip Kit color coming soon. Just kidding. That is a wrap on this look. I have been sitting here for ages because I wanted this look to look identical to the Instagram filter, and for that reason I feel like I was so particular about everything being perfect. But now I can finally breathe, go walk MEEKA because she's been staring at me this entire time. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Does it look like the filter? Would you recreate this look? I find it very, very flattering. Even if you just do this like soft cat eye, I think it looks beautiful on everyone. So let me know you guys' thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a like, share and subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram so you can see me wear the actual Instagram filter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.